Okay, I'm sitting down with Kiel Marley, Regional Partner Manager at RapidScale, a Cox business company. Kyle, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
All right, so technology is just like so over my head, and so I am very happy to have people like you to help me better understand technology. Thankfully, restaurant operators, I think, have a better handle on technology, but you guys are trying to help them with their technology needs. So tech stacks, I think, really, for a long time, have been getting kind of complicated. And there's so much about tech stacks that as they evolve, especially incorporating new tools that are coming out today, the infrastructure needs are kind of changing alongside. I'm curious about what are these infrastructure needs when it comes to tech stacks that operators need to know about today?
Yeah, well, it's interesting that a lot of the technologies that are being adopted are software driven or hosted subscription model infrastructure needs. So it's really taking away a lot of the historic legacy infrastructure requirements that a business might have to run their tech stack. But what it's doing is it's creating gaps where now you've got disparate data needs. So aggregating and intaking all of those data and managing them in a way and setting guardrails and governance so that you can actually have a meaningful ROI or outcome for the business is a completely different way of looking at it. So it's really taking a step back and saying, what are the needs of the business? And how can I take all of these disparate systems that I normally had in-house and I managed myself, and how do I reincorporate those in a new way?
Yeah.
And AI and ML and public cloud enablement have really promoted a lot of that integration.
Sure. I mean, experience it feels like is kind of the word of the year this year, because like certainly as everybody's really struggling to get traffic, restaurant operators are really trying to figure out how do we add new experiences to attract the customer. A lot of that is tech driven. So how does that change as we bring in more tech enabled experiences? How does that change some of the infrastructure needs for operators?
Yeah, well, the days of a paper menu are over, right? So there's a lot of app driven, membership driven, user experience. Wi-Fi is a big part of that. Having any type of network outage on say the internet side, running your data, can be problematic or catastrophic if it's gone and out for too long. So really making sure that when a customer comes into a restaurant, they have access to good Wi-Fi and reliable internet, have an application that allows them to get promotions and coupons and enjoy that collaboration with the business a little bit better is important in a way that you're not just walking up to a counter and ordering a hamburger or a steak. It's a whole experience at this point.
Right, sure.
And it's driven a lot by delivery as well, right? Integrating to these other third-party applications and platforms. You might be scheduling reservations or ordering takeout or setting reservations to come in and dine in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Those are all third-party applications that you now have to account for.
Yeah. Thinking of technology in front of the customer, the technology they're engaging with, what is a sustainable way to add these kind of customer-facing technologies and then also scale with it? I imagine that affects the infrastructure. So what's a way an operator can approach that?
Yeah, well, so finding a partner that can help them not adopt technology for the sake of its availability, but take a step back and say, what is it that I'm trying to accomplish? Am I trying to drive reservations? Am I trying to improve the user experience? Am I trying to increase my margin? What are the accomplishments? What are the outcomes that you're trying to achieve? What are your general business objectives without technology? And then find a partner that can help consult and provide technology-driven outcomes and solutions that help you achieve those overarching objectives. But avoiding technology for the sake of it, right? It can get complicated and expensive. Understanding what you're actually trying to achieve and then finding a partner that can help you achieve those objectives is key.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Kiel Marley of RapidScale, Cox Business Company, I really appreciate your time. Thanks for sitting down.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate
it.